Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Paige Campbell Show, episode 18. 18, I guess our show can buy cigarettes now?
We're legal adults.
Yeah, have to pay
in
taxes.
the podcast world.
The Paige Campbell Show has to go register for the draft, register for the Army. I don't know what else you have to do when you're 18.
Cigarettes. Did we mention
Can you get a hotel
fireworks?
room? Fireworks, right. Can you get a hotel room when you're 18?
Maybe. At least a motel room.
Okay. Why would there be a difference in
No.
what you can... I don't know. Today we have Noah Clarke.
Hey.
The one and only Noah Clarke.
It's good to be here.
It's great to have you.
It's been a while.
It has been a while. I want to preface this episode at the beginning by saying I'd like to apologize to the Pageophiles. You know, the faithful, the ones that listen regularly. We haven't done a show in 2 weeks.
All two of you.
We started school, right? A couple weeks ago. We've done a show since we started school.
Yeah.
But we're busy. We don't have time for important things
Senior
anymore.
year.
So, we're going to try to get our schedules synced. We're going to try to have more time for important things like the Paige Campbell Show.
Our priorities straight.
But I'm not too worried about it. This is going to be a classic episode. But 18. We've come a long way.
We sure have. Really
How
have.
you doing, Noah?
Pretty good.
Been doing good?
Yeah, pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, how's your school year going so far?
Boring.
Yeah.
Just dry.
I got you. Anything you want to talk about? Right off the bat? Not a topic necessarily, but I guess there's a few news items I guess that we could discuss. Deadpool, the movie got a release date.
Yeah.
I think it's Valentine's Day of 2016.
That's funny.
Which is a bad idea.
Yeah.
My big issue with the Deadpool movie that got announced, they announced that they haven't confirmed any of this, but this is all. There was apparently a leaked interview with the director or something. Apparently, it has to be PG-13.
Really?
Which is an issue for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because, have you ever read Deadpool?
I haven't read Deadpool, but I know about that.
Yeah, Deadpool, Merc with a mouth. He kills people in very gruesome ways. Mm-hmm. Blood spurts everywhere. He has a filthy mouth. He uses a lot of entendres. That's the type of stuff that, if you were to do a movie right, it seems to me like it would have to be R. You know what I mean? But the problem is the audience that will see Deadpool, PG-13.
Yeah.
So,
typical.
Yeah, so that's why they're saying it has to be PG-13. But, you know, I feel like if you do a Deadpool movie right, it has to be R.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, we don't live in a perfect world.
We don't. We certainly do not.
Things do not always get made the way we want them to. I'm trying to think what else. There's been some news. Dwayne Johnson is playing Black Adam.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with him playing Black Adam. I was afraid he was going to play Shazam.
Yeah.
If he was Shazam, I would have been angry. But
I actually didn't hear that.
He kind of looks. You didn't hear that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
They confirmed it. He's Black Adam. I don't know who's going to play Shazam. You know what my big problem with the Deadpool movie too is?
What?
I think they're going to have Ryan Reynolds playing Deadpool.
I heard that.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
And especially since they butchered it in X-Men Origins Wolverine, and Deadpool's just a freaking conglomerate.
Yeah, I know.
No.
It's weird.
No. We don't need any of that. Smash Bros. Leak got confirmed.
Yeah?
Did you hear about this? Nintendo did not come out and confirm it. They still want it to be a surprise, I guess. But the game's been out in Japan for like 2 weeks now. And a Japanese guy streamed the entire like gameplay on Twitch and unlocked all the characters. So Duck Hunt Dog's in there, Dark Pit's in there, Shulk's in there. Nintendo confirmed Shulk themselves. I'm trying to remember who else. Dr. Mario's in there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I like Dr. Mario.
So yeah, that's exciting. The leak was true.
The demo.
Not too surprising.
Playable demo.
Yeah, that's true. We've been playing Smash.
Very fun. Very fun demo.
It's incredible. I played it a little bit at Best Buy when they had it at Best Buy, and I thought it was good. But man, the demo, like being able to play it on a larger scale, really good. Like I'm surprised how fluidly and well it plays.
One more week.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Next Friday, Noah, we're gonna have Smash wherever we go.
I can't wait.
We can play whenever we want.
On the go.
On the go. At home. anytime.
In my hands.
I thought it was a stroke of genius that in the demo they let you play multiplayer.
Yeah.
I thought that was a stroke of genius because
Uh-huh.
it's like, okay, you
Gives
know,
you a
the single
taste.
player, it's great. It controls well. It's fluid. But how's the multiplayer? Because they're from different consoles, it could be spotty.
Yeah.
But it's not. It works great. We played together. We had a great time.
It's just like old times with Super Smash Bros. Brawl or Melee.
Oh, man. Mainly Brawl.
Mainly
I didn't
Brawl.
play much Melee.
I like Melee.
I have nothing against Melee.
It's a good game.
But we play a lot of Brawl.
We're brawlers.
We're brawlers. I don't know. Daniel Royals, who's been on the show, I let him play the demo a little bit. He said he thought it controlled better than Brawl.
Really?
That's what he told me. I might agree.
mean, I feel like it kind of took me a while to get used to definitely the DS.
yeah,
style,
it's a
but-
different layout, but it's
yeah.
really intuitive. You know, like you can just pick it up, and it only takes a couple matches to be
Yeah.
like, okay, this makes sense.
I guess I do agree with Daniel on that.
Yeah, I think I might too. What do you think of the new characters that were available? I liked Mega Man a lot. Mega Man's, I think, going to become one of my go-to guys.
Mega Man's good. My first impression of him was kind of like, I don't know. How I expected more for some reason.
Okay.
But when I started playing with him more, I was like, this is pretty true to who Mega Man is.
Oh
you
yeah,
know?
I mean, there's so much like attention to detail. Like, if you watch, like he gets hit, and you know how Mega Man in the games when he gets hit, like stumbles back a few blocks.
Yeah.
He does that.
And when you
When he
die,
goes off the screen, he
yeah.
goes choo, choo, choo. Like it's just
Pretty
so much
fabulous.
great attention to detail. Like
Yeah.
it's really a nod to fans. It's an excellent. I really love it. It's a sloppy love letter to
Yeah.
fans.
And I like Villager.
Yeah,
a lot.
Villager, right,
I feel like I don't know that he'd be one of my main guys, but
right.
pleasantly surprised with how he worked out.
Yeah,
in the
I mean-
game. I feel like
He was fine. I didn't love him for me. I didn't like his moveset, but
I
you know.
haven't played Animal Crossing, so I didn't know what to expect.
Right,
I
right.
thought he was
I played a little bit. I haven't played it extensively. I know the gist. It's one
Decent.
of those Second Life games, you know?
Yeah.
Just, you're in there, you're planting, you're catching fish, you're planting trees.
all the best things of life.
Yeah, you have to
in the
pay.
game.
You have to pay your mortgage. Classic game. So many bells.
Mm.
Trying to think. Who are some of the new characters you want to play as that were not in the demo?
I really
in the
wanna play-
demo, Link, Mario, Pikachu, original 3.
Yeah, Link, by the way, really good.
I know, I like Link a lot. I wasn't a
Improved.
big Link guy in Brawl, but
Mhm.
Link's nice.
Really liking Link.
And then Mega Man and Villager. They threw 2 new characters. Who's new that you want to play as?
Really excited about Greninja. I really want to play as Greninja.
Okay. I'm excited to use Pac-Man.
Yeah,
I'm real excited to use
I think
Pac-Man.
it's pretty cool.
I was down on the idea of Pac-Man until they actually showed it. Man, he looks awesome. I want
Yeah.
to use it. I want to use Palutena.
That would be
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I guess Dark Pit. I feel like it's just gonna be a pit clone.
I'm gonna enjoy the return of Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
He's one of my go-tos.
Is he really
Melee.
different from Mario?
He throws pills.
But is this moveset that different?
Not very.
Okay, so I it's weird because in this new roster for the new game, they kind of trimmed a lot of the fat in the sense that they got rid of a lot of clones.
Yeah.
Right? Like
That was one of their.
Wolf's
big,
gone, you know,
Yeah.
because you don't need Fox, Falco, and Wolf. He's a clone.
Right.
They're clones. I'm trying to think of other clones they got rid of, but they got rid of some clones.
Yeah.
But it seems
Dr.
like with
Mario-
Dr. Mario, they brought back a clone.
Maybe they'll change the move setup a little bit,
Maybe they will, but
which is cool.
you know who else I'm excited to use? The Duck Hunt dog.
Yeah.
I'm very freaking excited to use the Duck Hunt dog.
What have you seen any of his moves or?
Yeah, I watched I watched the Japanese stream, and he has an interesting moveset. He has the duck on his back. The actual name of the character is just Duck Hunt because it's not just the dog; it's the dog with the duck on his
okay.
back. And so like his up B to get back on the stage is like the duck like grabs his like collar and like brings him back onto
That's
the
pretty cool.
stage. Yeah, he'll his if you like the back away from him, it'll like the duck will like wag his tail and like hit people. It's an interesting. I want to use it. It looks like
Yeah, it's pretty
hilarious.
exciting.
It's the most random choice.
Yeah,
too.
it really
You know
is.
what I mean, like
He's more of a mascot.
Yeah, well,
not even a mascot. but
he's
just, like,
he's
an
in one game
icon.
too. There are
of
so
that
many people
game.
that are in like series that like people want. You
Yeah.
know, he's like, oh, I love this character. I really wish they would put him in Smash, and, it never
then,
happens.
And then they just put in.
And then I mean, you know, but that's what Smash is about.
Yeah, it's awesome.
It's crazy.
pretty great.
ridiculous. It's over the top. Love it. A lot of new items in the new Smash.
I'm liking the items.
Yeah. What are some of your favorite new items?
I really like the I think you said it was from Kid Icarus, the big tornado thing.
Oh yeah, I forget the like the Ore Club.
Yeah, that thing's pretty sweet.
that thing's awesome.
That
Kid
thing does
Icarus
some
Uprising,
damage.
great game.
Yeah, that and there's a lot of cool new trophies. This is trophies.
Yeah, right.
I like how they put in the Master Ball.
Yeah, so
That's
it's like
pretty-
it's
like
gonna be
clear
a legendary. I liked that. I like the beetle.
Yeah,
You know the beetle from Zelda.
Yeah,
I like
kinda
that.
Cheap.
Yeah, it is cheap, but it doesn't always kill you.
Right. you can
It
get out
definitely
of it.
kills you if you have high percentage, but it doesn't always kill you.
I like the wind bellows from.
Yeah, the
Zelda.
wind billows is
That's
nice
pretty
because
sweet.
you can shoot them and then they'll do their up B and you
And
just
just
shoot them
hold 'em off
again.
the side.
And it's so good. That's a little cheap too, but I
Yeah.
like it.
That,
But you can turn items off if you don't like them.
What do you think of the new baseball bat design?
I like it.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
It's pretty cool looking.
Yeah. I like the blue shell. What?
Yeah,
Blue shell's nice.
classic blue
It
shell.
just goes and then like gets above him and drops.
It makes me wonder why they hadn't just put that in before. You know.
Right, right.
That card has been
The
around.
PAL
for a
block
bit.
is nice.
That's cool.
Have you seen the PAL block?
That's a
Yeah.
nice one.
It's pretty nice. Trying to think. The Galaga ship.
Yeah,
The
that one's
Gal-
tough.
The Galaga ship's cool. It's kind of like the beetle.
I like it,
It
though.
just grabs you and goes up. But yeah, it's really nice. I like that. I guess what company made Pac-Man? Namco. I guess they're like all the arcade games they made. They're like using
Yeah,
like
yeah,
Pac-Man
yeah.
has attacks that aren't necessarily from Pac-Man. Like you can do the mappy thing. Yeah, so I like that a lot.
Some items are just like redesigned and just made better.
Yeah.
I think in general, like that spike ball.
Right,
is
right.
Cooler, a lot cooler. I don't know what that is.
Despite, yeah.
I think that like expands.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think it's pretty
I'm not
cool.
sure what that's from either. You know what I like? That's new. It's like the Dragoon. The
yeah.
3 sacred treasures from
insane.
Kid Icarus Uprising. Yeah, that thing is nice. It's like the Dragoon. It's a one hit. You have to get all 3 pieces, but it's a
Yeah.
one hit kill. That thing. Oh man, I like that thing a lot.
There's a gun that I like that it shoots like the bullets come out really.
Oh yeah,
slow,
the
and
steel
then-
diver
that
submarine.
thing's pretty
Yeah, I like that too. I don't know what else. There's some new Pokemon I liked. I liked Dedenne. You know Dedenne?
sweet. Yeah.
The like rat mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I wish they would have changed up
Obama
the
Snow.
yeah, Obama Snow.
Yeah.
The final smashes at least a little bit.
Yeah, they changed a few people's, but the characters that are in the demo, they did not change any.
Mario's. I mean,
Yeah.
it's cool, but when does he do stuff like that?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like a lot of people don't like Links because they say Link never does like put someone in a Triforce and slashes them.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, that's a little too nitpicky, I think, because it's like, what would Link's smash be other than that?
I
you
mean,
know?
they could come up with.
They
something.
could. They changed Luigi's, which I think is nice.
That's good. That's a
because
good thing.
I didn't like Luigi's. Like it was a fine smash. It was powerful, but it just didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like Luigi is weird, but he was never that
Yeah.
weird. Like he never belly danced or
Wasn't
anything.
that
So I thought that was odd.
It was.
But I know I'm all right with it. I don't know of any other smashes. They changed Pit Smash,
Oh, really?
which I'm not sure what it is now, but it makes sense that they changed it because in his Brawl Smash, he would call the Guardians and Palutena would pop up and bring them for him. Palutena is now a character,
yeah.
so it doesn't make sense that she would be helping
Right.
him, right? So
That's cool.
yeah,
I'm excited.
I'm so excited. I can't like a week too. Like next freaking Friday, we
I
are
know,
going.
yeah.
We are going to have that game in our hands. That's incredible.
I can't wait.
I can't wait. Everybody buy Super Smash for the 3DS
Go pre-order it.
next
Still
week.
have
Pre-order
time.
it. Yeah, you still have time. There's no pre-order bonus though. A lot of the times I only pre-order games because
true.
there's a pre-order bonus.
I just wanted to make sure that I had it
Right.
in my hands. on
But
the
yeah,
day.
I like a lot of the times I only pre-order a game. It's like pre-order it and you get a keychain.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
in.
Cool. It's cool.
Like you have nothing else to tell. You don't need to convince me anymore. I'm in. I want to.
It's like I don't want the game. I just want the keychain.
Yeah.
Could care less.
Well,
about
it's
the
just
game.
like if there wasn't the keychain, I would just go pick it up. I wouldn't
Yeah.
pre-order. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know of any other news.
The U2 album.
Oh yeah, you want to discuss the U2 album?
So U2,
Right.
released a new album
Mm-hmm.
a couple weeks ago, probably. I don't. Was it a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, I don't remember the exact.
It's been a
date.
while since we've had an episode. So.
Right.
I think it happened before the last episode.
Oh, did it?
We just
Yeah.
didn't mention it.
I remember hearing about it. I don't know.
Anyways, they just downloaded it on everybody's iTunes.
Right.
Via the cloud.
Yeah, it's obnoxious. I mean, obviously, I think the reaction from people was an overreaction, right?
I think so too, but
also like, all right. Also, usually I have that on vibrate. I'm sorry.
that's not okay.
But also, I lost my train of thought. It was obnoxious for them to just drop it.
That's why it's kind of pretentious, especially because I'm following them on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they posted a status, like, I think the day they released it or the day before, and they were just like,
Uh-huh.
miss us? It's been a while since we've released an album, so here you go. And it's just kind of pretentious.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool that they gave it away for free. They should have just had it for free on the iTunes store.
That's what
you know
I'm
what I mean?
saying.
It was obnoxious that they dropped
They
it
just
in.
As if everybody wanted it.
Yeah, it's like
and
they're
sort of we're
assuming
expecting. It's
everyone
like,
wants
we're this
their
good.
album. Yeah.
You want our new album.
But
it
it did not go.
I mean, they're a fine band. It's U2.
Yeah.
Pretty legendary band.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
they're not like.
I'm not a huge fan,
It's
but
not like
my brother likes them a
they
lot.
should do that kind of thing. I would say the same for any other band.
Yeah, right. Like anybody, like I love let's say Weird Al, right?
Yeah.
If Weird Al would just drop Mandatory Fun in everybody's folder, a lot of people don't like Weird Al. I love Weird Al.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't though. Like you can't just assume
Sorry,
things
I
like that.
apologize.
Well.
My phone as well.
Oh man, hanging on the gallows, you erected for another. No, who'd you get a text from?
Andrew Wilson.
Dude, we should get Andrew on the show.
He has classes.
Oh my gosh, he's a busy guy.
I don't know what exactly his schedule is, but that was basically the gist of the text, Monday through Thursday.
Oh, did you ask him if he wanted to do it today?
I was trying to figure out if he could.
Yeah.
I just asked him when he had classes.
We gotta have him. Last time I had him on, it was him and Anna, and Anna's still in high school. I was thinking does Anna? Okay.
I think she's a junior.
Is she? I like Anna.
I'm not sure, but-
Watch that episode. That was a good episode. That was 16.
It was a good episode.
Thank you. Yeah, you were on it. We
I was
called
on
you. But yeah, I think it's obnoxious.
Yeah,
It's pretentious.
it sure is.
But I feel like you reach a certain point of fame and you kind of just think everyone loves you.
Yeah, I mean, another thing is like it's cool that it was free because they're not like they're at a point where they don't need to sell
Right.
the album, and then they'll make plenty of money off their tour. So it's just
Right. Yeah,
That's
it's
kinda cool, I
totally
guess.
cool they offered it for free. I heard a lot of retailers were mad that they offered it for free because I think like the retailers had the physical copies for like $15 and then they just undercut them.
Yeah,
and
you're
was
not gonna
like,
make a sale on that.
You're not gonna make a sale. I guess the hardcore fans want a hard copy.
Yeah.
But still,
Some
like,
people will still buy it.
it's hard to justify when you have it for free.
Exactly.
It's hard to justify a purchase of the same thing.
Yeah,
But you have a topic for us? No?
I do.
Let's get into it.
I kind of consider myself to be a bit of a cynic
Yeah,
in general.
I'm definitely cynical about certain things.
But that being said, what kind of things really tick you off? What grinds your gears?
Man, there's
Pet peeves.
a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think. First thing that comes to mind is Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
I hate Kim Kardashian.
Not a fan.
She's the worst. Along with Kanye West, her husband.
Mhm.
Are they married?
He's really gone downhill.
Or are they just?
I think they are married.
Yeah, I thought they were, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. What have you got for me?
Well, for one thing, and I know like I'm like everybody else when I say this, but people who can't drive,
Yeah. Oh
I
man.
get road rage. Kinda.
I definitely have
It's not
road rage.
terrible, but like there's a speed limit for a reason. Go
Right,
the
right.
speed limit. There's one road every morning when I'm driving to school. There's a road, and there's a section of the road that's the speed limit is set to 25 for because it's a school zone,
Yeah. Right.
and it's only at a certain time. It's like after 7:45 maybe.
Well, when like the lights are flashing,
Uh-huh.
right? Yeah. You're right.
Whenever those lights are flashing, but it's a very short distance, and right after there's a sign that clearly says "End School Zone." So the speed limit goes back to 35.
Yeah.
When I'm driving, nobody sees that sign and keeps going 25.
My goodness.
The whole way it's 35. So it drives me crazy.
Yeah, I
It
definitely
grinds
have
my gears.
road rage. I in my car yell at people and
Yeah.
get angry. But yeah, I feel like everyone does. Like I wish everyone drove like me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, like one of the biggest times I remember, I was on Tinkling Spring, and I was gonna turn onto the highway, and you have to yield when it's green, right? So I was yielding, and this guy was coming, and I thought he was gonna come just go by, and he came, stopped, and turned on his turn signal, and just went, and I went ballistic. I got so mad.
I kind of hate just like roads that are unnecessarily like confusing. And, like, it's like just make it sort of make more sense, Like there's this part in Stanton, by Gypsy Hill, that's just a complete mess traffic wise because there's so many. It's like a triangle kind of.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of pisses me off is when I'm like turning. There's this one. It's basically you're bearing left, but I feel like just people could be courteous and use their turn signal because you can go straight or you can bear left.
Oh, I hate when people don't use their turn signal.
I can't tell when you're turning or when you're going straight, so...
Yeah, like people, I hate when people, like, especially don't use their signal is one thing. Like, I hate that a lot. But I hate it when people, like, stop, like, are just going at a steady speed, stop, and then turn their signal on and turn. It's like, the point of the signal is to tell me that in 20 feet you're going to turn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to turn it on and then turn. So, that infuriates me. If you have no more driving comments, I'm gonna say ice cream headaches.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate that. Like I've gotten to the point where I almost don't even want to eat ice cream anymore.
Yeah.
Like I don't think there's enough payoff. Ice cream's delicious.
It brings a man to his knees.
Yeah.
Like I'll be eating ice cream a little too fast, and then I'll just want to cry because I've got.
Well, see, I eat fast anyway, so
there's no slowing down.
It infuriates me. Like you get the headache and you're just in writhing pain.
Yeah. Or just like burning your tongue or biting your tongue. I feel like every time I bite the inside of my mouth, at least once, I do it at least 3 times afterwards, like in a row. It drives me crazy.
Yeah, I hate burning your tongue like with coffee. Like I love coffee, but I like to like drink it when it's like lukewarm almost because it's like I really hate burning my tongue. It's the worst. Or just when food's too hot. Like you put the food in your mouth and you can't wait to eat it, but it's like hot. And you eat it, and it just, like, burns. Yeah. It's the worst.
And then you can't enjoy it, really, because you can't really taste it.
Yeah, because then you lose your sense of taste.
Yeah.
Man.
Not a fan of that. Have you ever been having just, like, a regular day, and somebody just is, like, tells you to cheer up or to smile?
Oh, yeah.
He's like, smile, come on. Well, you never smile. It's like, you just made my day bad.
Yeah, that whole thing about, like, it takes more muscles to frown than smile, I don't think that's true. I don't
think it is.
Like, I can't see how that's true, because a lot of people...
I don't.
Like, I mean, a lot of people's natural state is just, like, looking unhappy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just, like, they're not using...
And I feel like, I don't know, sometimes I just, like, mope around, but that's just how I walk.
Yeah.
People assume that I'm having a bad day, and they're just like, come on, cheer up, smile. I'm like, I'm having a fine day.
Right, like... man. Just, like, people that assume things in general, you know what I mean? Like... I hate when, like, anything really, like, kind of crummy is going on in my life, and it makes it a million times worse when people ask about it, like, over and over again. That's the absolute worst. I just, like...
I think, like, good advice for that is if you're not really sure, don't assume and just hold your tongue.
Well, like, the example I would use, like, I'm not trying to bring in, like I'm not trying to make this a pity party, but my mom is struggling with cancer right now, right? And, like, okay, that's fine, and people, like, should be, like, nice about it, I guess, but people have been so obnoxious, just, like, coming in and, like, assuming that we want guests and, like, trying to, like, talk to her and stuff. Like, there's this one woman, people have been bringing us meals, there's this one woman that came in, and she's not going to listen to this. I'm not worried about it. But she came in, and she dropped the food off, and she said, "Where's your mom?" I said, "She's upstairs sleeping." And on her way out, she yelled up the stairs, "Hey, Elizabeth!" I was like, "Are you kidding me? Like, have some common courtesy." You know what I mean? So, like, it seems like a lot of people, like, when you're going through a hard time, want to kind of make it about themselves.
Yeah, I mean, situations like that can put people in weird positions.
Yeah.
Just like
you want
how to respond, but still.
Well, a lot of people want to like help to feel better about themselves.
Yeah, I can see that.
Which is like
too.
really selfish. It's
Yeah.
like, like she's struggling with cancer, and like you're trying to make it about yourself.
Yeah.
Like you're talking to her for 20 minutes.
Right.
So it's
It's
obnoxious,
like, I want
but
you to know that I'm genuinely interested.
right,
in
yeah.
how
It's
you're
like I
doing.
want you to realize that I'm willing to do anything. It's
Yeah,
just
that kind of
like
stuff.
so. Yeah, I hate. I guess just people make things about themselves that like they don't even really need to be involved in.
Yeah.
At all.
How do you feel about people who are grammar Nazis?
I don't know. I think it's obnoxious to do it for very, very minor things. Like I kind of am a grammar Nazi because I love like the English language, and I don't like it when people butcher it. They just like absolutely butcher it. But I think like it's obnoxious when like someone writes a text and like put a comma in the wrong place, and someone just like flips out. Like that's obnoxious.
Certain things, I think it's like okay to just kind of sort of. I don't really like when people correct other people in general. I just feel like you're not. Really
it's kind of
in that
pretentious, yeah.
Position or people who are pretentious with no right to. That kind of makes me mad. But like I don't know how I feel about grammar being like correcting grammar. I feel like most situations it's like you'd probably make the same mistake. Casual conversation, you're not supposed to sound like you're writing a book.
Right.
Like if I said, who did you get that from? And somebody said, from whom did you get that?
Yeah, well, like earlier
like,
I said that like
speak.
Nick was thinking about being on this episode, and earlier I was like talking to our team, and I said me, Nick, and Noah are gonna record the Paige Campbell show later, and someone was like Nick, Noah, and I,
Yeah,
and I
I
was
mean,
like come on, like leave me alone.
You're speaking in the vernacular. That's how most people would probably phrase
Right.
that.
Like I was wrong, but like come on.
It's like if you were writing a book or an essay or something, yeah, use correct grammar.
Right.
Because it's an academic like a situation. But if you're just like having casual conversation, there's no need to.
Well, that's more where it bothers me on like social media.
Yeah.
Like in conversation, it's obnoxious. I think in social media, it's obnoxious for like very minor stuff. But like when someone uses the wrong form of there or the wrong form of what's the other one? Your. Well, either one of those just infuriate
Especially
me
if you
because it's
have
like
autocorrect or
Yeah,
the
right.
little red line.
Yeah,
it's like you
like-
see that, but you still.
like here's your and it's YOU apostrophe RE. That
Yeah.
here's your food. Like that infuriates me. But even when it infuriates me, oftentimes I won't even say anything about it.
Yeah.
You know, just
I mean, it's funny
live
to
and let live.
It's funny to pick on people for bad grammar,
Get a Jolly Rancher.
but but people who are seriously
Right.
correcting grammar.
I'll tell you what I hate. I guess I was gonna say Panera Bread. I hate Panera Bread, but I just would say hipster culture in general.
Yeah.
And I guess it goes along with what we're saying about like judging people and being pretentious, but it's hard to be annoyed by something without judging someone.
Yeah, I know.
But like,
It's like you don't be so intolerant, but then you're
yeah,
being
right.
intolerant. It's-
Like
I know.
hipsters, though, man.
Yeah.
They get under my skin. And Panera Bread I hate just because I think it's overpriced, but mainly because of the people that are there.
Yeah, at coffee shops and stuff. I
Yeah,
don't
right.
like that scene. I
Just
like
that
coffee,
scene,
but I
yeah.
don't like that scene.
Yeah.
Really, even though I've been accused of being a hipster, I don't like that culture.
Right.
That
No, you're not really a hipster.
subculture.
But, yeah, it's obnoxious.
No, it's
Just like the whole idea of like judging like anybody just like based on like what they enjoy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, I know. Like they're the whole thing about irony. Like I think irony's funny,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a good thing. But like they'll wear like a shirt that's just like ha ha ha. I'm
Like
wearing,
they'll wear like a Cracker Barrel shirt and it's like, oh, I love
Yeah.
Cracker Barrel, right?
Yeah,
And it's
really?
like Cracker Barrel's
it's a
good.
great
Like,
restaurant.
yeah, I'm sorry that you're like too narrow-minded to see that, but like Cracker Barrel's a great place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's obnoxious. Just like I don't know. So much of the hipster culture is contradictory too.
It is. Yeah.
Because they're like, we like things before they're cool, right? But then they like love Apple products, and Apple products are the most popular. Like I heard that the iPhone 6 sold like $10 million in the first weekend. $10 million worth of phones. Like that's crazy.
Every person
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like
has an Apple product.
that's the thing though. Like they're so popular. So if hipsters really followed what they preached, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they would either have like a flip phone or only a home phone or like one of those dial phones
Yeah.
or maybe a car phone,
Yeah, that's
but they
true.
would not have an Apple product, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they would just have a really off-brand smartphone if they want a smartphone.
And then the whole glasses thing is annoying because like I wear thick frame glasses, but I wear them to see. It's not because of like I'm trying to be something.
Right, right.
It's like I wear them to see, and that style happens to suit me.
Yeah, right.
So,
I don't know. It's so popular to be a hipster now that the definition of like a hipster is like someone that like wants to be out of the mainstream. You know what I mean? And like wants to like do things that aren't popular on purpose. You know what I mean? But it's so popular to be a hipster now. I feel like if you're like me and you hate hipsters, you're a hipster.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I mean? Like, I hate hipsters, but that's not popular. So,
right.
Am I a hipster? I don't know.
I also don't think certain things should define, like, who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Like, certain, like, I guess, like, reading comic books doesn't necessarily make you a nerd.
Right.
Just like listening to indie music doesn't make you, like, a hipster or anything.
Right, right.
I listen to gangster rap. Does that make me a thug?
Yes.
No.
No.
It doesn't actually.
It does not. I like comic books.
Yeah.
A lot.
I do too, but am I a nerd? I don't, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I probably
People
would be a nerd. Like, I don't know.
Make good grades?
Yeah, I don't make good grades, but I probably would be a nerd. You know, I play a lot of video games.
I guess commonly speaking.
Read a lot of comics.
Yeah, I do most of those things.
Yeah. I mean, I have like 900 comics, so.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you were classifying things, I would be a nerd, but whatever.
I like to think of us as like the four Gregs, kind of.
The four Gregs.
Sometimes.
Are you Japanese culture?
Yeah,
Greg?
otaku or something. Yeah.
I don't know what I am. Which is what are they? D&D Greg.
There's D&D Greg.
I'm not D&D Greg. I could never get into.
I've never played D&D.
I haven't either, but I feel like if I tried, I might get into
Yeah.
it. But I never
I
have
wouldn't want
tried.
to invest that much into it.
The like tech Greg,
Yeah, that's one.
sci-fi Greg, and then Japanese culture Greg. I think. I don't know. I'm not a big science fiction man.
I like Star Trek. I like Star Wars.
I like science fiction when it's done well, but so often it's not done well. You know what I mean? Like I love Star Wars. I played Destiny a little bit over the weekend. I rented it. I love it. It was excellent. That I felt like I was playing Star Wars.
Really?
So
That's cool.
that was some science fiction done right. Have you played Destiny?
I haven't. I heard people didn't like it.
Yeah. I don't know. A lot of the complaints with it, I understand, but I kind of feel like people had the wrong expectations for it. Is the problem with a lot of the complaints? Because it's an MMO, right?
Yeah.
Massive multiplayer online. So a lot of the complaints I heard were there's no real story and it's repetitive. But that's what an MMO is. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it is, but it's a first-person shooter MMO, right? And so it's made by Bungie, the people that made Halo. And so the shooting in it is just phenomenal.
Yeah,
like
that's
it's
cool.
like the mechanics are so good, and it's just like this huge, beautiful world to run around and shoot aliens in. So I really enjoyed it. I got to like level 7. I rented it, so I had to return it, but I enjoyed what I played of it. I think there's like level 30 is the highest level. So
That's cool.
yeah, it's very good.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I liked it. But yeah, I'm hearing mixed things. It got
Yeah.
like, I think across the board, it got like 7.8s to 8
I just
to
saw
8s.
like a whole article the other day. It was just like why people hate Destiny. It's
Yeah.
like, people
I think
hate-
IGN gave it a 7.8. See, I think the problem was a lot of people were expecting like a wonderful story.
Yeah.
And one of the big complaints I heard that I do agree with this complaint. It's a huge, massive, beautiful world. But there's nothing to do except for shoot.
Oh yeah.
Which is lame. You know what I mean? Because it's like I love shooting and the mechanics were really, really good, but you know, it's not like Fallout. A lot of people were expecting like Fallout where you could, go to the inn,
Yeah.
get drunk, do whatever you want, really.
Yeah.
It's not that. The only thing to do in the game is shoot. But I enjoyed it a lot. And it's very, very well polished. The shooting is very well polished. So I enjoyed it. Things that took us off though.
Yeah.
I went on that tangent because I was saying I like sci-fi when it's done right.
Yeah.
Like Doctor Who. Like I don't even know what other sci-fi I like.
Star Trek.
I'm not a big Star Trek
I
guy.
like Star Trek.
The thing is, I'm bored by Star Trek. I like The Next Generation. I respect Star Trek because it definitely like paved the way for a lot of other shows.
Yeah.
So I respect it, but like I don't know, I just could never get into it. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I am talking about Next Generation.
Are you? Yeah, the original show. Have you ever tried to watch
I've
it?
seen it.
It's paint drying, man. It's like watching paint dry. But first interracial kiss on television.
That's true.
Yeah.
Shatner.
What do you think about that? Shatner and I don't know that girl's name, but she was Uhura
Yeah.
in Star Trek. I don't know the actress's name, but yeah, that's pretty big milestone.
Yeah.
You know
I don't want to say anything to
what?
put me in a bad position on. Go William Shatner.
No, that's fine. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I thought you were gonna say something racist, so I was like,
I mean, that's what I was trying to avoid.
What?
Is what saying something.
Saying something racist,
or saying something that could come across as racist.
No, yeah, that's good.
Let's just say I'm traditional.
You don't think interracial
I'm not gonna
relationships?
say whether or not.
All right. Well,
Anything else?
My
Grind your
question-
gears.
what?
Anything else grind your gears?
I don't know. Nothing's coming to mind.
Vegans
Oh yeah, that goes along with hipsters.
or vegetarians?
But yeah,
People who do any sort of lifestyle strictly for attention and then claim it's not for attention,
yeah,
and you're obvious about it.
yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, you know, like like a vegan and stuff. Like that's not always. I'm not saying it's always for attention, but a lot of the times it is. Like you
Yeah.
know what I mean. Like Jim Gaffigan has a joke where he's like, vegetarians are always like proud. Like I haven't eaten meat in 10 years, and he's like, I haven't had a banana in 6 months. Like you don't see me bragging about it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like yeah, just like bragging about the food that you don't eat. Like okay, like yeah, but just like bragging about like the lifestyle that you lead. Like you know what I mean? Like I read comics.
Yeah.
I play video games. I love talking about them. I love, sharing with other people my passions. But, I'm not in everyone's face. I'm
Yeah,
a
I mean,
gamer.
like-
I'm a comic nerd.
Yeah,
you know what
that's
I mean?
the thing
Like,
about like hipsters too. A lot of them are kind of like that. Like
yeah.
they just sort of brag about
Right. Everything's an
being
agenda.
pretentious, yeah.
You're trying to push an agenda. It's like, no.
I mean, that's kind of
I
my
don't
beef
eat anything with a face.
like the homosexual agenda because there are people who are actually gay,
Right.
but most of the people in that part of the society are doing it for attention.
Yeah.
Protesters and stuff. It's like if you're gonna
That's
be
true.
gay,
I think protesting
don't protest about
in
it.
any capacity is obnoxious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, gay people are gonna get married. Fine, that's fine. I don't care. But I think it's obnoxious to go out and be like, oh yeah, gay pride parades and stuff. I think that's obnoxious. I think, but on the other side, I think it's obnoxious to protest against gay marriage. I think both sides are obnoxious.
Yeah.
So, that's my 2 cents. So protesters, I would say,
Yeah, and protesters, people who just
get under my skin.
are too into their lifestyle.
Right.
Just be who you are. You don't have to tell people who you are.
Yeah, I don't like really forcing anybody that forces their opinion on other people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's my whole thought on gay marriage. A lot of people use the it's like it's not biblically correct, okay. But I don't think the fact that you're personally against it should mean that they shouldn't be allowed to be married. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, they'll figure out why it's wrong eventually. Figure out that it doesn't actually work.
I don't know. It seems obnoxious. Like maybe let's say you're against drinking. Does that mean no one ever should take a drink?
Right.
You know what I mean?
People
Like
that
you're
kinda-
against gay marriage. Okay. Does that mean 2 guys shouldn't like be married? Like who cares? Who cares if 2 guys?
Yes, it does mean-
is that what that means? I don't know. That's my opinion. Who cares?
Yeah.
That's my whole approach. Who cares?
It's tough.
I can get married. That's fine. Fine by me. Any other pet peeves?
I think that about covers it.
That covers it? All right.
Maybe.
You know what I wanted to talk about that we didn't talk about at the beginning?
What?
I wanted to talk
Bedtime stories.
a little bit about bedtime
Okay.
stories. Tim and Eric's Bedtime Stories is absolutely brilliant.
It really is a good show.
I love it. There's a new episode tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
I'm not gonna stay up that late, but I can't wait.
Yeah, I want to. I probably won't. But yeah, it's absolutely genius. I've been saying Tim and Eric are geniuses for years, right? But I think this show actually proves that they're geniuses. Like, awesome show.
Artistically.
Awesome show is weird, and like if you get what they're doing, it's pretty brilliant. But this is brilliant. Like, the idea is every episode's a nightmare. You know what I mean? And we've all had them. We've all had nightmares that just like are weird and we can't explain. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to spoil the first episode for people. But you know, you have nightmares where it's like weird stuff happens and like, say like your whole family like kills you or something. You know?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot that. I mean, I knew they wanted to take it a horror direction, but now that you mentioned that it's nightmares, that really makes me realize how great it really
That's
was.
the thing about it. All right. It captures the essence of a nightmare perfectly. You know what I mean? We've all had weird, just out there nightmares that we can't explain and don't make any sense to anybody. And I watched that, and it was just such a prompt, like, weird ending. It's like, you feel like when those credits start rolling, you feel like you just woke up from a dream.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a really good, really great show.
It's brilliant. Yeah, I definitely didn't expect it. I knew they were gonna. I also like knew from interviews that they wanted to take it in a horror angle, but because of that, haunted house episode before.
I mean, that was hilarious.
It was funny, but I feel like that's not really bedtime stories.
It's comical.
Adult Swim just called it bedtime stories.
Yeah,
but
I think they're doing. I heard they were doing more holiday specials like that though.
Are they?
I hope.
I like that. Like, that was hilarious. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like it wasn't bedtime stories.
Right.
They just called it bedtime stories. But you should bring back the wrap up show.
Yeah.
TEPTS wrap up show.
I'm looking forward to it. To the show. Watching that every week. It's gonna make life.
I think there's only 6 episodes.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind that.
Isn't that lame? But I mean, for 6 weeks.
Yeah. Wait, is it like only 6 episodes or like one season of 6 episodes?
I think the first season is 6 episodes.
I thought they were just gonna stop.
I don't know if they'll do another season.
I hope so.
I hope they do too, because
stuff gets picked up pretty easily on Adult Swim. So.
Especially for established names like Tim and Eric.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that first episode was genius. Like, I really think they have established themselves as geniuses.
Yeah, a really good show.
Yeah, because
really good start.
I don't know, like, they just captured.
It's the show to watch this fall, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, you know, did you watch much of the Twilight Zone?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I love the Twilight Zone, but like they tried to take the Twilight Zone approach too, where
I can see that.
You're like the Twilight Zone. You were just like every episode kind of started in medias res. You know what I mean? Just like dropped in a weird world. You don't really know what's going on. And we kind of had to figure it out with the character that was on the screen. That's kind of what they did with this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I can see that.
You're just, and that's the whole thing. Going back to like dreams and nightmares, like dreams.
A lot of dreams are.
Well, they always start in medias res. Like, there's never a beginning. You're just kind of in a story, and you don't know how it happened. You know what I mean? You're just like in the midst of a story. So it's pretty brilliant.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like bedtime stories a lot. You want to play a game?
Yeah, let's play a game.
I'm trying to think of a good game to play.
What's a good 2-player game?
I'm trying to... Oh, man. I'm trying to think of some of our classics, right? I like that. It's a great intro. Yeah, I'm trying to think of some of our classic games. You know, what's one that we play a lot? I'm trying to think of that one game where we use a big word and then have to make words out of it. That's a fun one.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
You into that game?
What was maybe we can play that. I feel like there was something I had saved.
Oh, did you?
That we played before. It was fun.
I don't even know. I forget. I totally forget everything we play. You know, I have a bad memory. A lot of the times I want to do a news item on the show, I completely forget about it.
Yeah.
Here's a news item I wanted to do on the show a couple weeks ago. I completely forgot. What was it? Pokémon tournament.
Yeah.
It's a Pokken tournament. Yeah, it's a Pokemon fighter coming out in Japan.
That looks pretty sweet. That's what I've always wanted out of. Pokemon
Japan only.
games.
And the thing is, everyone's talking about how it's a Wii U game. I don't think it is. I think it's.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I think because I watched the trailer and at the end it said arcades, so I think it's
really?
I think it's an arcade cabinet. Yeah.
Man.
But yeah,
I don't know.
Not
In
to
this
say,
day and age, they probably will release
not to say they
it
won't
for
port it to the
console.
Wii U.
They probably
Yeah,
really will. But
I think it would be smart.
I'm afraid that it's Japan only, which I doubt.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a big fighter fan. Smash excluded, but Smash isn't a traditional fighter.
That's true.
I'm not a big fighter fan. I totally respect fighters. I enjoy watching fighters. Like a great match of Mortal Kombat is fun to watch.
It certainly is.
But it takes so much dedication to get good at a fighter.
Yeah.
Like it's just I don't want to play them personally. You know what I mean? But I respect them. I like watching them. They're nice. Like I got Injustice, and
Injustice.
yeah, I mean I liked it, but I wasn't good at it.
They really
Traded it back into GameStop. I wasn't.
It's sort of a temporary, like they have the best replay value of games usually is
What,
just 'cause
fighters?
because there's no real stopping point.
Well,
to a
yeah.
fighter.
I don't know. I get bored with them. I
But
don't.
yeah, they do get boring. They do
Yeah.
kind of wear off because it's the same thing every time. Pretty much.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
Whereas
They're
Smash
fun.
Bros is different every time.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I love Smash. Yeah, that's what's great about Smash. Like, it doesn't even need to
fighters
be.
had items and stuff that up the.
Yeah, a lot of Smash players
play
don't like
value
using
so
items. Like
much.
professional Smash players, I think the items make the game.
I mean,
you know what I
I
mean?
don't-
It's kind of boring without.
If I'm playing seriously, I can understand that.
Yeah, right.
If
But
I'm trying to have like a serious match.
right,
Like
I'm hanging out with
Final Smash.
three
That's
of my
a
best
cheap way to win.
friends.
But yeah,
I'm using the Smash.
everybody has their different ways to play.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know. I like playing
5 stock.
in a very non-professional way. I like stock matches.
simple stages.
I like smashes. I love the crazy zany stages. I like it all. So you know what I mean. I like the crazy like a lot of professional players like Final Destination only.
I like simple stages like that.
Yeah, I like crazy Castle Siege.
certainly-
You
yeah,
know what I mean?
I
Like
like- it
it's
certainly
changing up.
adds to
It's good. I like PictoChat. No one likes PictoChat.
I love PictoChat.
Yeah, like I like crazy WarioWare. I like that type of thing.
PictoChat combines the simple with the crazy because it's like one platform.
That's
but there's
true,
all this
yeah.
stuff happening in the background.
Yeah, I
like
mean,
Delfino
pretty much
Plaza.
professional Smash players don't like anything that makes the game like makes them lose
Anything
makes them lose.
The game actually has.
They
in
don't
the
like
game.
any factor that could make them lose other than that person
Yeah.
hitting them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Other than the opposing player hitting
Just play
them.
a
So-
fighter if you're gonna be like that.
yeah, exactly. I agree. Because what makes Smash unique is weapons,
Yeah.
smashes, weird stages. I love Smash. It's a.
I mean, a simple fight
a great game.
is good from time to time.
But let's play a game. That was a good tangent.
Do you want to do the one where like I suggest a category and then we each have to name 3 examples?
Yeah,
And
let's
then
play
the
that.
next one is the letter,
Is that like the last letter of
first letter of the last example.
Or you just need one example, right? But then like
Yeah, I guess one example.
it's like the last
There's no point in
letter
3.
of each. It's
Yeah,
like the last
yeah.
letter of your example.
So I'll do a category, and then an example, and then you name an example.
And the last letter of my example
Is the
is
first
your
letter
or is
of your category.
mine, right? Okay, cool.
All right. So how about bands?
Okay.
And my band is U2.
Okay. I'm gonna go the Beatles, and then I'll say songs. So I'll say "Ridin' Dirty" by Chameleonaire.
Nice. I'm gonna say.
I think the song might just be "Ridin'." It actually might just be
Really?
called "Ridin'." Yeah, I'm not sure.
Don't Want to Miss a Thing by Aerosmith.
Okay, so G.
G.
Yeah.
Generic brand names.
Okay.
Kraft. I guess is that generic? Does that
That's
mean
Kraft's not generic.
I guess it's
They make
actual brand.
mac and cheese. Oh, okay, just brand names. Okay.
But
Food.
No, that doesn't work though. 'Cause
Do you
it
want
doesn't
food?
start with generic things, generic brand.
Oh, generic. Well, see, generic is like great value and stuff.
All right, how about government branches?
Okay.
Legislative.
I'm gonna say the judicial.
Okay.
And then I have L, right?
Mhm.
So let's say dang, I'm not good at this game.
It's a tough game. It gets tough eventually.
I'll say lame movies, like not good movies, okay?
Okay.
And then I'll say Sharknado 2.
Nice. I would say Jack and Jill.
Oh, okay, nice. So L.
I have L again.
Yeah.
What's a good L category?
Yeah, I know. I cheated. I said lame and then movies.
See, and then like if you think you have a good category, then you have to know a good example. That's
Right.
really tough.
Right.
About
It gets tough. It's a tough game.
love songs. I'm gonna say "Love Story" by Taylor Swift.
Okay. I'm gonna say I think the name of it is "The Snow Turned into Rain." Have you heard that song?
Maybe.
It's like it's a Christmas song. It's a love song, but it's a bitter love song.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like he's in love with the woman,
Yeah.
but she's already married.
Sounds
But it's
sad.
like on Christmas Eve, and they have It's like on Christmas Eve, and they like he meets up with his high school like lover,
Oh yeah.
and then they like drink like a 6-pack of beer together in his car, and then she leaves because
Sounds like a
she's
good
already
song,
married,
yeah.
but he's very upset.
Sounds like a
So it's a
touching
love
song.
song. He's in
Yeah.
love with her. So N. So I'm gonna say names, and I'm gonna say Noah.
I'm gonna say Paige.
All right. So E.
E. Entertainment. Just entertainment. I'm gonna say television.
Okay. I'll say video games. So that's S. So for us, I'll say I want to say sonnets, but I can't think of an example.
I don't know
of
any
a sonnet.
sonnets. I don't know any
It's
good
like
sonnets.
well, it's like a monologue from Shakespeare
Yeah,
or whatever.
any
But
14-line poem.
it's a 14-line poem. Yeah. Sugary treats. I'm gonna say Pop-Tarts.
Jolly Ranchers.
Nice. You got S again?
Yes, dang it. Short stories.
Short stories.
The Snows of Kilimanjaro by what's his name? Hemingway.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
It's pretty good.
All right. Short stories. I'm gonna say The Raven
That's a good one.
by Poe. It is a great one. I like Poe a lot. And then for N, I'm gonna say nice dance moves, and I'll say The Worm.
The Twerk.
Okay. You got K. That's a tough one.
Yeah, it is. KKK code names.
Okay.
This could get out of hand. I'm gonna say Wonder Bread.
That's brilliant. Wonder Bread. All right. What's that? Her name's Jane Lynch from that could be a code name. It's like I'm Jane Lynch.
Okay.
She's
yeah.
from Glee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was in Talladega Nights too.
Oh, was she?
Yeah.
Who was she?
Ricky Bobby's mom.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Les
so there you
Leslie
go.
in that movie.
Because her name is Lynch.
Nice.
All right.
Classic.
So H. Dang it.
I don't know where this game ends.
Yeah, it doesn't
Since you
really
can't
end.
really come up
We
with
can
it.
just play it until we're tired of it. So H, hip, hip, TV shows. I'm gonna say That 70s Show.
The Big Bang Theory.
Well,
even though I don't like.
I guess
that
it is
show at
hip. It's
all.
popular, but
It's the most popular comedy on
the
television.
worst.
Who's watching that?
I can't believe
Who
it's.
are you that makes this show so popular?
I can't believe it's considered a comedy.
It's not.
My mom
not
likes
funny.
it. I think it's just a
It's
steaming
terrible.
a steaming pile of garbage.
It's not a good show.
That's not.
Why? I can't think of anything.
All right. You tapping out?
Yes, that's sort of why.
All right. Well, it's a good place to end. I'm not saying you necessarily lose, but you don't
Pretty
win.
much lose.
So
I think that's how you lose that game.
that's how you lose the game. You just can't think of anything. There were some times where I probably should have lost.
Yeah.
I took too much time, but it's all right.
Good game.
We're having fun. When you want to get into my topic,
Let's go.
I think it's a pretty good one. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I think this is a pretty textbook example of a great topic. If you could have your own utopia, what would it be? Like, what would the rule sets be?
Nice.
What would it be like? What would the name of it be? Let's get into it.
See, names are hard.
I can go first since I've obviously had time to
You
think
can
about
go
it.
for it. Go for it.
It's called Pagetopia. Utopia, Pagetopia. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of, I guess, things I want to do. I guess, first things first, I want to bring stocks back. Stocks as in the things people are in, right? For those type, I want to bring those back. I feel like that's a perfect punishment for a lot of things, you know what I mean? Like, you steal something, you're in the stocks for 24 hours, like, you know, people are not worried about like fines. You know what I mean? Let's bring the stocks back. That'll.
that.
And then for serious crimes, we may use the death penalty. I don't think we're gonna use the death penalty a lot. I think I don't know where this place is, but I think we're going with banishment.
Okay.
For
That's
serious
pretty cool.
crimes, like if you murder someone, you're banished. You just like it's a gated community, and you can't come back.
Makes me wonder why we don't still do these types.
Wouldn't
of
banishment be
things.
great?
That would be
Like,
pretty cool.
so yeah, you're in the stocks. People, there's a little thing of tomatoes. People can pick up a tomato
Yeah,
and
exactly.
hawk it at you. Banishment. We banish people. You know, rapists, murderers.
Especially the rapists.
The rapists are gone. They're banished. I don't really even know what else I'd do. I guess I'd maybe try to fix homelessness.
Yeah.
I don't know how. Maybe put all the homeless people in toll booths. You know, they can live there. They're already good at collecting change, right? And they have a nice little house. So homeless people can live in toll booths. No, you know what? No, because my utopia doesn't have toll booths.
It's a utopia.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, the problem with like we're trying to fix these problems. A utopia means a perfect society,
Yeah.
right? But we got to think of ways to fix these things. What are you thinking for your utopia?
Well, there would certainly be an abundance of food.
Okay, yeah.
There would be
No one goes hungry.
laws against vegetarianism.
In Noahtopia, no one goes hungry.
No one goes hungry.
Okay.
My
No
grandma-
hipsters allowed?
My grandma's cooking the food.
Okay.
Nah, I'm probably not.
Probably not what?
She's probably not going to be cooking.
Oh, okay. Is she a good cook?
She makes good food,
Okay.
but I mean, you know, anybody.
She can't cook for that many people.
Anybody can cook if they want.
That's true. That's true.
I don't know. I would say, like pretty relaxed society, but like definitely necessary laws are in place.
Right. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking, too, because, like, murder's illegal, rape's illegal. Anything that impinges on another person's rights, illegal.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's illegal to rape, obviously, because that impinges on someone else's rights.
Yeah.
It's illegal to murder, obviously, because that impinges on someone else's rights. But, you know, stupid stuff like you can't park here after hours. No.
We're not going to have gun laws.
Getting rid of that.
And I'm not going to have weed laws.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that, too.
Probably do my best to decrease taxes if I'm in charge of it. I don't know who. I don't think I would run it.
Right.
even
I'm trying
though
to think
it's
how
my
you would do
perfect
taxes,
world.
because, I mean, taxes are necessary evil.
Yeah.
You got to fix roads. You got to
I mean, some things are just
build
you don't need
things.
to make me pay extra for that.
Right, yeah. No sales tax in Pagetopia.
Yeah. Just some of that stuff is just
Yeah, sales tax is ridiculous. Like, there's no reason for it.
yeah,
You know?
it really isn't. And I would probably make sure there's an abundance of oil and resources in general,
Okay.
so that we wouldn't suffer in that aspect.
Lessen the dependence on foreign oil.
Yeah, less dependence on foreign.
I'm
anything.
thinking we have what's it called? Like a closed community. We don't.
Proportional representation system is important for voting.
Wait, what?
Proportional representation.
Right,
system.
right. I'm thinking though, we don't isolationism. Isolationism.
Yeah, that'd be a nice thing.
I think because I feel like unless we are directly attacked, we don't need to get involved with other countries. So.
What's the climate or the geography of your utopia? Is it pretty diverse?
Fall/spring.
Nice.
All the time. I hate winter. We're not doing winter. Winter's not allowed in
I think there's
Pagetopia.
gonna be plenty of snow in Noatopia.
Okay, you like snow?
I do love
That's
snow.
cool. If I have a hankering for snow, I'll come visit. We're neighboring countries.
We certainly are.
So I could definitely come visit. But yeah, no winter ever. I don't know. Banishment.
Management.
Banishment's the way to go. I'll tell you what, because getting killed, okay. Banishment, though, you just can't go back to where you were born.
That's tough.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
tough.
I think banishment, and for minor crimes, stocks.
Yeah,
Because the stocks are so good. Like the stocks are so, like, such a brilliant, like, way to do things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you steal something, and you have to pick up trash on the highway. Pfft, no one cares.
Yeah.
You steal something, and for 24 hours, you're in a stock.
You could just like have like a live broadcast of it too.
Right.
So
I'm gonna have a bowl of tomatoes. The people that walk by can throw a tomato
Nice.
too. So it's just embarrassing. You don't want part of it. Stocks. We're doing stocks.
Nice.
Yeah. Feel like just mainly like necessary laws.
Yeah.
Okay. But for the most part, we're just gonna let people do their thing. You know what I mean? People can. I mean,
We're gonna say the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay.
Word for word. Okay, that's pretty much mandatory.
You pledge allegiance to Noah.
Yeah.
Well, you gotta have your own pledge of
That's
allegiance.
right.
This isn't
I'm
America.
It's not America, but we're saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Okay.
With the different words.
What's the education
Word for word.
system like?
It's good.
I think the education.
There's no tenure.
Right. I think the education in Pagetopia is toned down. Right. Because a lot of it is unnecessary.
It's not strict.
You have to learn to
in
read.
my
You have
world.
to learn to write. You have to learn how to string a sentence together. You have to learn, multiplication. You have to learn the most basics of math.
I don't
but-
know that I would do as strict grade levels. Like, I
But
feel like
unless you want to learn English, you don't need to learn it. Well, like English as in like.
would you speak English?
Studying
Actually?
Shakespeare and
Yeah.
studying, James Weldon Johnson.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? Like if you don't want to learn biology, you don't have to learn biology.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that type of thing. Like it's toned
think
down.
I would do my best to make it objective learning instead of subjective. Like
Okay.
having teachers teach what they think the students should know. Or
Okay.
I'd rather have them learn what should be known
Yeah.
in general.
Okay.
Real knowledge.
And
Not just like, I like this book, so I'm going to make you read it.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it, but I want a more focus on creativity too.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like so many
Definitely enforcing creativity.
so many people that have great creative minds just get beaten down in school and never show that side of themselves. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So more focus on that type of thing.
Yeah.
Any other points you gonna throw out there?
Strictly enforce the speed limit.
Yeah.
But
You have to
they're
go to
gonna
the
be
speed
Very
limit.
fast speed limits.
I'll say.
At least 80 on the 85 on the interstate.
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say there's a speed maximum. There's not a speed minimum. You know what I mean? Like when it says 70, you have to go 70. If you go under, I'm pulling you over.
Yeah. Nice.
So we'll have speed maximums.
If you go over 70, you're fine.
Yeah, right. You can go over, like, you can go 110.
Go 110.
If you want.
If you can.
If you have the opportunity. But, don't be dumb.
Yeah.
Trying to think, what about restrictions on alcohol and restrictions on, like, what do you think that should be?
It'll certainly be legal.
Right,
No
yeah.
kind of restrictions are necessary.
Look what you did.
Oh, sorry.
I think alcohol is legal, but I feel like there should be restrictions just because of, I don't know, just like drunk. I'll tell you what, here's what we'll do. Public drunkenness, you're in the stocks. That's how I'm handling it because, like, especially
Stocks
like.
are important.
Yeah, well, it's just like, I don't want drunk drivers killing people.
Right.
Is mainly what I'm thinking. So, you're in the stocks. Public drunkenness, you can get drunk at home. All right. Public drunkenness, you're in the stocks. 24 hours. I think that's gonna wrap it up for the Paige Campbell Show, episode 18. Like, subscribe, share the video with your friends. Tell them about your favorite podcast. Follow us on Twitter. I'm at Uncle Paige. Noah's at NoahAiden42. We have shirts. It's Zazzle.com, but the full link will be in the description. We're working on more shirts, so please check in. We'll have more interesting shirts in the future. Right now, we just have the logo on a shirt. Thank you for watching.